welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
You get a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good one right ahead. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears.
Your 2025 Chicago Bears.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen ready for some preseason football. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he is going to have a Bills first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
First down.
A gain there of 21. First down, Buffalo.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Here's Allen. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
First and goal.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head?
And he'll This one in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. And he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second down at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Pushed out to his left. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Komet, the intended receiver.
2nd and 10.
And that will lead to a 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
Hitting CD can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And he's going to set his guys up with a nice return. The offense is going to have to just pass the 40-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The Bills offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. And, Greg, it's the time of year where those veterans know they're going to make the team. They're going to be on the roster for the opener. So when you went through that phase of your career, how did you approach the preseason?
Yeah, certainly different when I was a rookie or really early in my career than I was towards the back end. There's no question. And I think as I got older in the league and a little bit more established, my priorities of what I wanted out of those games, Mike, I think might have changed a little bit, right? I wanted to feel what it was like to get tackled. I wanted to feel what it was like just getting in and out of the huddle, keeping up with the play clock, getting into the operation of the game. It wasn't necessarily about how many catches or trying to make the roster, but it was the next step, preparing myself for the inevitability of a week 1 playing the full game in a full live environment. So this was the next step in practice to get your body right. Then you have a couple preseason reps to try and take that next step, all leading up to being healthy and ready to go come week 1 of the regular season.
14 on the pickup. Good for a Bills first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get.
26-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Forward for maybe a yard. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. That is Joey Bosa. And for the sack, it's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
On fourth down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. Back deep is Brandon Codrington. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Bills offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first two possessions. In motion, Shakir. Allen to the throw on 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's James Cook. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's coming downfield. It's Shakir. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down, Bills.
They get 24 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. It's 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And it'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He's going to run it. And he's in! Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills move further out in front. It is now 17-0. All right, Scott, thank you. 2nd half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
So we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. He's got a man, that's DJ Moore. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
That's good for a Bears.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
At the 22-yard line.
Trying to throw again. Here's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burton. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Bears.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing again, Williams. And he'll take it on in. Cole Komet, touchdown Bears. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears are back in this one. It's 17-7.
Bears 7.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. This one not quite on target. Had him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
1st down, Buffalo.
16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down. Allen, going to give it to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. A minute 57 to go in the game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Once again, it's Cook. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, and that brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd down and 3. A play fake. Now Williams. By it's a gain there of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. He'll check this down to Swift.
Williams pass. Complete to DeAndre Swift. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Williams. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a road win here for the Bills as we move closer to the regular season. They'll wrap up the preseason with the finale next week before we get it going for real come September. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.